Hey guys, it's the Rosie Pair again, and today we're doing some r/Tales from Retail because if there's anything we can all relate to, it's Tales from Retail. Let's see how much my blood can boil this time, because reading through them the first time, oh my god, I couldn't get through it. So let's try again. I'm going to give you $50. A customer comes through with a basket full of groceries. We're chatting as I scan and bag them. Get to the end and it comes to $32.40. That'll be $32.40. Cash or card? I'm going to give you $50. Okay, I hold out my hand. Can I have my change? As soon as you pay me, you can. No, I've been shortchanged too many times. I need my change before I give you any cash. I need you to give me the cash so I can open the till to get to your change. At this point, I still have not actually seen the $50. You don't even know how much change I need, do you? The customer grabs the bag of groceries off the counter. I suspect where this is going, and I open the intercom to the office. When you give me $50, then you receive $17.60 in change. If you know how much it is, you can give me the change first. Boss to customer always shows up quick when money's involved. I'm sorry, you need to pay first. Fine, I'll just put it on a card. If you've been shortchanged before, why don't you just come back when you realize you've been shortchanged, because everybody counts their change when they're handed it, and say, I think you may have shortchanged me. Count out your change, tell them how much your total was, they'll fix the whole thing. It's not going to be a problem. Unfortunately, a lot of things can be fixed with just a little bit of communication. Unfortunately, no one thinks to communicate. Oh my gosh. My blood is warming already. This is ridiculous. An inside joke with the coworkers. I used to work at a liquor store. The company specialized mainly in wine. I was a beer guy and had a good time with it. One night, I'm chatting with my coworker shutting down a sampling station when a couple guys come in and ask if we have Four Locos. Now, this company is unique in which it wanted to keep away from malt liquor beverages. I never got a clear answer why, but anyway. We tell the customer we do not carry the Four Loko brand of beverages. His friend next to him then says, do you have the grape Four Locos? I look at my coworker, then back at him and say, no Four Loko products, sorry, but we have other beverages. They say no and decide to move on. It became an inside joke between my coworker and I to ask each other for Four Locos. And then ask about the grape flavor. It's the best random encounter shared together. My favorite thing about these weird interactions with customers is when they become inside jokes. I love inside jokes between customers or between coworkers. I love inside jokes between coworkers because they always just bring you back to a moment where everything was just a funny situation. It's it's just too fun. There are so many scenarios. I can never think of any when I'm not with my coworker, but when I am with my coworker, I'll just reference this little thing that happened to us once upon a time, and he'll be like, oh my god, and just start laughing. It's so fun. Oh, and it makes you feel so much better. Alright, blood's cooled down. Let's go on to the next one and see if they can kill me. First week, and was told I was incompetent by a customer. This happened a few years ago when I used to work for a shipping retail center. The company would also rent out computers for customers who wanted to use them. I remember it was rush hour, and I had finished helping out a guest would do an international shipment and guided them through proper documentation when a lady was about to walk out after using a computer without paying and was called by the manager. She looked at me and pointed the blame at me, telling me it was my fault for not informing her about the charge. By the way, there's a considerably large poster in front of every computer saying the procedure and how much it cost. I can't even talk since she started screaming and saying I offered the worst service and I'm pretty pathetic. The manager offered to waive the fee, but she started saying she wasn't broke and was only upset because she wasn't informed about the cost. 3 other staffs were at the back talking. Before she left, I was told again that I had given the worst customer service ever. I eventually became in charge of that center, and I made sure all my staffs were treated correctly and are respected. One of my staff had the same experience I had, and I told the customer about the proper procedure of waiting for a staff to help them rather than taking initiative into something they don't understand. I was hated, for sure, but at least my staff understand that I appreciated and care for them. Oh my god, my first week working at a Walmart, I had this lady come through my line one day with just a bunch of canned foods, just all these canned foods, and she's telling me, don't overfill the bags. And I think she's worried that the bags are going to burst, because this is back in the olden times when we had those really thin bags that you felt okay using again for like a trash liner because they didn't feel like super thick plastic that you needed to take care of. And I'm telling her, oh, don't worry, I'm going to double bag them. They're not going to burst. Everything will be fine. And the whole time I'm bagging everything and ringing it up, she's telling me, don't overfill the bags. I'm like, I'm double bagging them. They're not going to break. I am telling her that I'm doing this because I won't let them break. And she has every opportunity to tell me what she actually wants, which apparently was, don't make them too heavy. I can't carry them. I didn't get that. So she ends up calling a manager over and starts berating me in front of him about how I don't listen, I'm a terrible cashier, I should be fired right now. And then she and her husband walk out with their 2 carts full of canned goods. My manager tells me that since it's my first week, he's going to give me some leniency, and then tells me to go take a break. The second I stepped outside, I burst into tears. I was just bawling my eyes out. That was the worst experience I'd ever had at a Walmart, and I worked there for 2 years. It was the worst. I hated it. Oh my god. Blood's not boiling yet, so let's just do one more. Teen stealing again. So, yesterday at work I was putting away the go-backs when a woman approaches me and informed me that there were teens by our wing bar that were taking them and eating them right from the bins. When she told me, I went to the customer service and informed my coworker, which she then called our manager out. Apparently more than one came out, and as the teens were in line at our registers, she told them to get out of the store for taking the wings without paying for them. They tried to deny it, but we also have security cameras, so it's more likely that the cameras saw them. One customer told them that they should have called the cops on them, and honestly, I kinda agree. We have a small problem with teens stealing stuff from our store. Usually when the cashiers aren't facing their direction or where they can't see them, they sneak stuff into their pockets. One night I was closing, and apparently some teens, not the same ones, that came through my line for bananas and a drink, took some small things and put them in their pockets. Now my back is facing them when they took something, but one of my coworkers informed me afterwards that they took something. We weren't legally allowed to do anything when a customer steals. It's against company policy for us. And I don't know, I just felt helpless and upset because it happened when I was the only one there. Before those 2 teens stole something, a couple of other teens a couple hours before stole about $150 worth of 12 packs. I'm pretty sure it's company policy like almost everywhere to not stop people when you catch them stealing. And that's probably why a lot of places have a stealing problem. We can't do anything about it. I heard a story about a woman in, I think it was Colorado. She worked at a Circle K and she got fired for trying to stop someone from stealing cigarettes from behind the counter. And the reason she got fired is because she tried to stop them. That's it. She just tried to stop the dude from stealing a pack of cigarettes and she got fired. It's ridiculous. I had this one guy, he comes into my station every single night and he gets the same thing, some bowl of soup noodle thing. And every night he comes in and he asks, hey, can I get some water for this? I'm like, sure, you can get it from the coffee maker. And if you are not watching him the whole time he's in the store, he will steal something. Hell, even if you are watching him when he's in the store, he will still steal something. It's because we can't do anything about it. One night, I got sick of him stealing things from the store, so when I walked out from behind the register and I noticed that he had stolen a packet of Oreo snack cakes, you know, the little soft Oreo cakes with the cream filling, I followed him outside and I said, you know, my dad taught me how to tolerate a lot of things. Stealing, cheating, I can handle those, but if you lie to my face one more time, I will have them 86 you. You will not be allowed back to the store. You have been caught multiple times stealing from us, and if you do it one more time, I swear you will not be allowed to come back. Come to find out the next day that I have no power to tell people, stop stealing from us or you can't come back. I don't have the power to tell people you should stop stealing. I don't have the power to tell people you can't come back. I can only tell them you can't come back today. Ever again? Not up to me. It's up to management. And even then, people can steal from the store and we can't do anything about it because what happens if they have a weapon? If they have a weapon, they can take it. I don't care. But if they're just stealing Oreo snack cakes, no, I'm not dealing with that. It's bull. Oh god, I'm making my own blood boil. This isn't good. Alright, that should be a good line to stop this at, because if I do any more, my blood will start boiling. So guys, if you enjoyed this content and you want to hear more from me, go ahead and like the video, leave a comment telling me what I should do better, what I should try next time. If you have a story or a situation that you want me to read about, go ahead and post it on my r/fictional Reddit page. I will have that linked below. Or you can send me a DM on Instagram. I'll also have that linked below. Just don't judge me on what I post, because it's my Instagram. Anyway, guys, I hope to hear from you later, and I hope to hear from you again. And I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'm going to stop saying hope. Have a good one, guys. Bye!